Hey everyone, this is just a quick little bite-sized mini episode for Thanksgiving week, also my birthday week. We will have a full lineup of guests in December and beyond. We're so excited. But November was a little bit of a break season, but I just wanted to pop on to give you a few things to think about as we enter into the full swing of this holiday season. And also just reconnecting with the idea of gratitude around Thanksgiving and being thankful. So something about this holiday, just a little personal about me, is my birthday sometimes is on Thanksgiving Day or it's always a few days before, give or take. I think my birthday, the 28th, it doesn't matter. So it's always right around it. And so I, growing up, always associated this holiday with presents and celebration and cake, and really it was a day all about me and even my younger sister, as her birthday is November 13th. So I remember kind of getting to a certain age where I remember asking my parents, what do other people do on this holiday? And they were like, well, they just get around and eat together. And I thought to myself, that's so boring. There's no presents, there's no cake, there's no party for moi. And she said, no, it's just, there's no gifts generally. It's just a holiday to eat and be thankful. And while I do love that it always is a built-in celebration and it is a time for me to also reflect on another year of life, starting a new year, there's like a lot into that as well. It got me thinking about reconnecting back intentionally once I had sort of that awareness to the other aspects of this holiday and how to really think about gratitude and lean into what I do have, what's going well, what I'm thankful for. I think in our life, it can be so easy to get stuck in what's hard, what's left on the plate, where we want to be that we're not yet, what has gone wrong. And we really just don't always give enough credit for what's going well or what's going okay. So I'm going to ask a few questions that you guys can write down and pause or think about or journal as you listen to this, but just to explore for yourself into sort of this deeper gratitude practice as we approach this holiday season. So what's one thing today that made you pause and feel grateful, no matter how small it was? Could be your cup of coffee was hot, your kid, woke up in a good mood with a big smile, you got to work early, you found that great parking spot, the weather was nice. Just what's something today that made you take a moment to feel some gratitude? And if there hasn't been anything yet, then that should be on your radar, something to notice for the rest of today. Who is someone you're thankful for in this current season of your life, and what makes them meaningful right now? Maybe this is a built-in someone, a partner, a family member, a child, a parent, someone who you're always sort of thankful for. But I would like to give a stretch here, so it's not just that easy answer. But in this season, who is important and why are you grateful for them right now? So even if it is one of those built-in, why in this season are you grateful for them? What's making it the gratitude real currently here, 2025, Q4? Another, what part of your daily routine are you grateful for because it supports you or brings you ease? It's a good one, huh? So what is something in your current daily routine that you are grateful for? I could answer that. I love that I work from home. I don't have to get in the car. I don't have to deal with traffic. It doesn't matter what the weather is. That makes my mornings and my evenings really different because I am right here in my house. So for me, that's a daily routine that I would definitely say gives me a lot of ease that I'm really grateful for. So what's that like for you? Maybe it's a workout, a morning routine, a ritual, it could be anything. And what's something about yourself that you're grateful for today? Sometimes that one is a tricky one depending on the relationship we have with ourselves. So what's something about you that you can say, today I'm grateful for XYZ? Really, really sit with that one and notice what's uncomfortable about answering it, or notice what might feel easy for some. Pay attention to, especially questions about yourself. I'm curious to hear how that one resonates. What's something simple, maybe even boring or mundane, that you're grateful for but you don't usually acknowledge? You have a roof over your head that you know is yours and isn't going to be taken away, or you're not going to lose it in any time soon. Your car works. You have so many clothes in your closet. You always don't know what to wear, but you have too many choices, right? So it could be something, you have soap in your shower, something, hot water. It could be something, again, like boring in the sense of it's not flashy and fun and exciting, and yet it's such a staple and not everyone has those things. So instead of sort of taking it for granted or forgetting about it or assuming it, maybe we take a moment to really be grateful for that. So what might be that smaller mundane thing for you? And it might not be that mundane to others, right? And then finally, how can you show gratitude in a small or reasonable way this week? So who could you show that towards? How can you do that? Really doubling down on sharing maybe some of these reflections, maybe that person you're thankful for in the season of life, maybe telling them about that. Maybe it's making something easier for someone, doing something special for someone, just giving a compliment, telling someone what they mean to you. Could be a lot of things, but I challenge you to really, whether it's around the Thanksgiving table, if you're going to be with family or friends, or it's a different day of this week, to really intentionally go out of your way to do so and to connect and share why you're grateful with someone else and show that gratitude in a very tangible and intentional way. I hope that these are helpful, thought-provoking little questions to get you started, to get you thinking, to get you in this more positive, what I have, not the have-not mindset of the season. All of those things are also true. There are still hard things. There are still goals you haven't accomplished. There are still stuff that is unfair and is really sad or really bad or really not good. And there's always that other, that yin and the yang, I like to say, like there's always the other side. There's always something good. You're here, you're alive, you're listening to this, so you have some kind of a device, right? Like you have a moment to do this. It doesn't necessarily equal it out. It doesn't take away from the hard, the bad, the ugly, but we have to constantly be kind of balancing those scales to get that full and accurate picture. And what a better time than as we're entering the end of the year, as we're entering the holiday season. Let's not get bogged down with the stress and the showiness and the keeping up, but let's just like slow down and reconnect to those boring, the mundane, the steady, the consistent, but that's the stuff that really matters, right? So I want you to take a moment, re-listen to this. You can pause after the questions, use it to journal. You could discuss it with a friend, a family member, a partner, but really think through how you can sort of get in this mindset. Towards the end of the month of December as well, on New Year's Eve, an episode will release that Melissa and I are going to do sort of about like end of year reflections and new year intentions. So that'll be another really good one to just give you some prompts and motivation for journaling, your vision board, intention setting, gearing up into this new season. And I would also love to hear maybe some takeaways, so feel free to comment here below on the episode, reply to the email, however you're kind of accessing this. Text me if you know me personally, find me on social media, DM me. But I would love to hear a little bit more too about some aha moments, what you did with this exercise, maybe what came from it, how it might have also impacted somebody else, right? Remember, we have that ripple effect. So my guess is when you share your gratitude, it's going to do something for that person, which is going to do something for someone else, and so on. So a very small act can go a really long way. So please, please, please reach out. I'd love to hear it. Be sure to subscribe and like. And like I said, we have an awesome full lineup coming to you for December. Straight off the bat, next week will be the first one. So we can't wait to have you tune in and hear some more incredible stories from some really powerful people. And we'll talk to you soon. Happy Thanksgiving.